Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to YouTube. I am your host, Whalecow, and together we are going to do a retrospective on Battlefront II campaign. Before I moved on to other video series, I decided to get this out of the way. So, without further ado, let's get started. First chapter I did was Geonosis and Magito. That is the Geonosis tutorial mission, and then Magito, which is the first campaign mission. Here I introduced you guys to the game. It might have been a little longer than was necessary, but otherwise I thought it went pretty well. Geonosis as a tutorial went pretty smoothly. Magito was pretty interesting. I did Let It Go, the property of Disney Pixar, as most of you guys are aware, at the end. This may or may not have been a good idea. 50% of my friends were like, "Oh my gosh, Ronnie, that irony is clever." And the rest are like, "Oh my gosh, Ronnie, I can never talk to you again." Well, maybe that last one's a little more extreme than it was, but you get the idea. Next I did a Magic the Gathering brief tutorial. Don't know if I went in depth enough. I'll probably do something like that again, but I digress. Chapter 2, Battle over Coruscant and Felucia. This is the first space mission, Battle over Coruscant. In my opinion, they could have excluded this and made the ground missions better. The objectives really got monotonous. It was okay in the campaign, but then if you move to just single player or multiplayer skirmish, you do the same goals over and over and over again. Felucia, it was a good map, good mission, a little bit short, especially if you use the ATST to take down the turrets at the end from a distance. Did Monster by Imagine Dragons. I thought it fit pretty well. Good and ironic. Ironic. Chapter 3, Kashyyyk Orbit and Kashyyyk. This is the first section where campaign missions pertaining to the same planet are back-to-back. Kashyyyk Orbit was kind of an annoying space mission because you didn't really get to do much. Kashyyyk was really, really hard. I was afraid I wasn't going to win, but looking back, I don't think I've ever lost on that mission. Counting Stars by One Republic was my choice for this. One of my top favorite songs. One Republic's definitely a band to listen to. Chapter 4, Utapau and Coruscant. These were two of my favorite missions, and also the last ones in the Clone Wars portion of the campaign. Utapau, you go in and fight General Grievous. Yeah, he's actually pretty killable as a clone. It was a pretty good level, though maybe a little bit longer than it needed to be. Coruscant, oh my gosh, definitely one of my favorite levels. Ridiculously hard, though. I think I had to re-record once or twice because I lost. The Jedi hero doesn't even help you so much because the other Jedi will all just mow you down. I did Burn It Down by Linkin Park for the end. Another great band you want to pay attention to. I remember at the end when I was playing Linkin Park and recording a battle that way, I was the last one left. But then I took down like 8 Jedi with a grenade. It was glorious. But moving on to the Stormtrooper portion, Naboo and Mustafar Orbit. You attack Naboo because somebody's ambassadors got sent back by someone in various states of dismemberment. It doesn't seem like something the Empire would do, but when you look at Naboo, it's like, okay, peaceful people. What? They dismembered ambassadors? Those had better be some jerky ambassadors, or I'm going to have to call out an entire planet on their extraterrestrial policies. But anyway, Mustafar Orbit. No clicky. Mustafar Orbit wasn't actually that memorable, despite the fact that it was stormtroopers fighting droids. I don't think I stuck credit for the song in this one for whatever reason. It was Royals by Lord, though. Great song, thought it fit. Mustafar and Camino. Mustafar was definitely one of my favorite levels, not just because it was stormtroopers fighting droids, but because the map was really, really good. Then again, I don't think we had a Mustafar map for the first game. I don't think Revenge of the Sith was out when the first game was released. But anyway, did Hey Brother by Avachi, whatever. Attacking Camino. I thought Hey Brother fit because your clones fighting other clones. Just my sadistic sense of humor there. Chapter 7, Death Star and Polis Massa, Death Star was pretty good, although at the end that timer really stretches you thin. Polis Massa, you're literally sent against rebels with 4-to-1 odds. Silver Lining, I played at the end for Polis Massa. Silver Lining is owned by the band First Aid Kit, which is basically just a duet of two girls, but definitely a band to watch. I got this song originally from the end credits of Tales from the Borderlands by Telltale, and I'm still listening to it. So definitely check those out if you can. Chapter 8, Tantive 4 and Yavin 4 Orbit. Tantive 4 was so annoying because grenades automatically took down like 4 guys. It only got easy once you unlocked Darth Vader, then almost nothing could stop you. Did Citizen Soldier for that one. Thought it worked pretty good. The irony was probably not lost on anyone that watched this. Yavin 4 Orbit. This is my favorite space mission in the game, although that's not saying much. It really felt like a military operation. Weak point is that you never actually got on to an enemy ship. So if you play this mission, just choose an engineer because Marines have no use. Another minor complaint is that destroying 8 engines is ridiculously monotonous. That's all for that one. Last but definitely not least, Yavin 4 and Hoth. The two most ridiculously hard missions in the game, except for possibly the assault on the Jedi Temple. Yavin 4, you were basically supposed to stand there and hope against hope that you would not be shot. Bushes and tree cover affect players, but not the AIs because they don't rely so heavily on line of sight like we do. But I eventually managed to get past that with less than 10 stormtrooper reinforcements left, which leads us to Hoth. Hoth is the longest and most difficult mission in the game. The entire game, you get a timer of about 30 minutes, and that's it for the whole mission. Why did I say entire game? Whatever. Anyway, this one was really hard, like I said before. I think I had to re-record this twice so that I wouldn't lose horribly. One of them might have been a glitch, though. Well, anyway. Really hard. Definitely recommend the level, but not if you rage quit after 1 or 2 tries. Things We Lost in the Fire by Bastille. Very ironic, very good, excellent song. Bastille's a band to watch because their lyrics do have meaning. It's not just like mindless pop like some things these days. Overall, with this entire series, I feel like I was able to maintain a level somewhere between good and excellent. Hopefully it'll increase with time like it did when I was doing Jedi Academy. Um, I don't think anybody gave me comments on what to do next for my videos, so I arbitrarily decided for you. You're welcome, guys. We will be doing Mass Effect. I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy recently, and the games are all good. First run through I did was with a male character. Second run through was with a female character. Don't know which I'll be doing for the playthrough that I'm going to be recording, but we'll have to see then. It's a pretty long game, so I'll probably just be recording the highlights for you guys. After that, I might move on to Mass Effect 2, because in my opinion, my humble opinion, it is the best game in the series. So, you know, it deserves to have its story told. At some point in the future, I was thinking maybe doing something with Dynasty Warriors 8, though definitely just do the highlights for that one because the game is so long. So yeah, that's about all I have for you guys. Next time we'll be jumping into Mass Effect. Gonna make some glorious Paragon and Renegade choices. Really shake things up. So, that will be everything. This has been Whalecow. I hope you enjoyed listening to this thing as much as I enjoyed making it. So yeah, this is Whalecow, and I am officially signing off.